Good morning, Premium. Hi, and welcome to Flyer News. Today is Thursday, February 4th, a day 2 with periods running CADGF. I'm Cassidy Slavin.
And I'm Emily Scruton. On today's episode of Flyers News, we will be discussing the Iowa caucus as well as learning more about the drought in California.
We will also be hearing about Framingham's potential for another middle school and catching up with the latest movies with Alex Hirsch. All of this and more on Flyer News.
Groundhog Day has been a standing tradition in the United States since February of 1887. Everyone knows the rules. If the groundhog comes out of the hole and sees his shadow, we can expect 6 more weeks of winter. Chad Carl has the story on this year's Groundhog Day now.
Hear ye, hear ye! This second day of February 2016, the 130th annual trek of the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club. There is no shadow to be cast. An early spring is my forecast.
The groundhog did not see his shadow, which means spring is coming early this year. We asked FHS students if they believe in Groundhog Day. Let's see what they had to say.
I believe in Groundhog Day because the groundhog never lies.
When I was younger, I really believed in Groundhog Day because, it was so cute, the little groundhog. But now it's just, I'm indifferent.
I usually just forget about Groundhog Day, so I guess I don't really believe in it because I never remember when it is.
I believe in Groundhog Day because it hurts me to think that the groundhog would lie about the weather.
I don't know if it's real. Probably not. It's just an animal.
No. The groundhog is the saint. The groundhog is all.
There you have it, FHS. This has been Chad Carl reporting for Flyer News. Let's take it back to the desk.
Selectmen announced at Tuesday's school committee meeting that plans to buy land on Bethany Road for the potential development of a new middle school had fallen through. A special town meeting has been announced for February 23rd to permit the town to buy the land on Bethany Road for the schools. This comes days before the Massachusetts School Building Authority invited Framingham for partial state funding to replace Fuller Middle School as the next step in the funding process. Despite the land buying deal falling through, Superintendent Stacy Scott said that little affect the plans for a potential K-8 school pending the MSBA vote in May. Flyer News will keep you updated on these developments.
The state of California has been in an ongoing drought as most of its underground water supplies are losing water too fast. In an attempt to reduce water usage, they have encouraged less water use, and Californians have begun to use less water. In the month of December, the whole state used 18% less water than the month before, but in order to conserve water, they must use 25% less than that in December. The Department of Water Resources in California is confident that the state can save enough water to survive this drought. The El Niño storms have benefited California as recently it snowed more than in the past 5 years in northern parts of California, which is a good sign. However, until there is at least one storm every week, they will still be in danger from this devastating drought.
Here at Flyer News, we all know how hard it is to make a movie, but very few know how hard it is to critique one. Alex Hirsch is always here to give us his opinion on the latest movies with his segment Flyer News Movie Reviews.
Hello to all tuned in. I'm Alex Hirsch.
I'm Sam Abramson.
And welcome back to another episode of Flyer News Movie Reviews. Today, we're going to be talking about a movie that's a little bit on the older side, but hey, it's got one of the best actors working in the business, Leonardo DiCaprio. Yep, that's right. I'm talking about the movie The Revenant.
It's a little too long. Actually, that's an understatement. It's really long. So tune in to find out how it was.
This movie was also directed by the guy who directed Birdman. It stars a lot of people. It stars Tom Hardy. It also stars everyone's favorite Leonardo DiCaprio. as well as Donald Gleason. So the plot of the movie is based on this book that came out a long time ago about this guy named Hugh Glass. And this movie follows his journey for revenge because after being attacked by a bunch of natives, he was left by his caravan, and so now he's going to get revenge on someone who did some really bad things to him. And the movie is just basically one long revenge flick, sort of.
Now, the acting, it's a DiCaprio movie. It's going to be good. Oscar-worthy? Most likely not.
You think he's ever going to get an Oscar?
Of course not, no. Tom Hardy did good, even though he's always giving characters with strange voices.
Something I will say that this movie does immensely well is capture the scope of this forest, because this movie is all about the cinematography. The lighting especially, they use natural lighting the whole time. That means they had like, what, half an hour a day, an hour and a half at most to film? They just basically went outside, said, yep, lighting's good, let's film now. That was incredible. And throughout the movie, you'll see a lot of very well put together action scenes. I will say that.
A lot of great action scenes, but oh my God, does it drag at times? Wow.
This movie is about 2.5 hours, and you will seriously feel it. The movie is long. The movie really likes to hammer in that it's a really good-looking movie. The story's just not all there.
And quick disclaimer, I would say, this movie, in terms of the fact that it is very graphic at points, not quite for everyone.
Yeah, if you're squeamish or you just can't handle things like a bear attack, the movie is something you might want to skip out on.
Other than DiCaprio, I would say the characters aren't perfect. I'll be honest, I'm thinking 4 out of 5 flyers. Now, this may be a surprise, but I'm not going to give it any heads. 0. And that's because I respect everything that was done. I think that in the writing process, they tried as hard as they could.
This movie is visually stunning. It does everything so well, except the story. It just needs to really focus on the pacing. That's a real big concern with me. And unfortunately, I can't give this much more than a 3.5 out of 5 flyers. This movie is really good. I recommend you see it in the theater. It's beautiful to look at. It's going to take a lot of patience. If you don't have that, seriously skip out. I have to give this movie 1.5 angry heads. It is an art house flick to a degree, but it's also a fun time. I describe this like a Clint Eastwood revenge flick. Nothing like that at all. So that was our review. I'm Alex Hirsch.
And I'm Sam Abramson.
And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. Now it is time for us to pledge to the flag.
Live in the studio today, we have Kevin to lead us in the pledge.
You're up, Kevin.
Stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Have no place to go. Have no place to go. Darling, have no place to go. Have no place to go.
Good morning, FHS. Today is Thursday, February 4th, a day 2 with periods running CADGF. The BSC Cheer and Dance Championship is tonight at home at 5 o'clock, so make sure to come out. That's it for me. More announcements.
Sophomores have steering today. It's going to be a really important meeting.
It's at 210 and E208. We hope to see everyone there.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So, a lot going on. Seniors, we have an assembly today, just a reminder of that. Also, tomorrow there's a basketball game, and you should all go to that. It's going to be awesome, hopefully. It's USA themed, so wear your red, white, and blue. And then also, you should go to CPK either before or after and bring a flyer that says you support the class of 2016. So it's a win-win. You get to see a game, and then you get to go get food, so it's perfect. Also, you can buy a quarter zip from the class of 2016. It's got the Flegel. You can put whatever you want in the sleeve, so do that. We'll be selling in the cafeteria next week, but you can also go to C103 if you want to just get one after or before school. And we're also selling long sleeve t-shirts for seniors. It has our senior logo on it, so buy them.
Hi, so Human Rights Club has a meeting today. Instead of Miss Thompson's room, we're going to meet in Miss Wood's room, which is F203. And today and tomorrow are the last days for the book drive. So everyone, if you can bring in at least 2 books, we have a box in the library, the main office, all of the English classrooms. It's for a really good cause called More Than Words. We're working with this organization to help inner city kids who are basically youth at risk so they can learn how to become entrepreneurs and help run their own bookstores. So that being said, please bring in as many books as you can. And also for the book drive, we have a promo.
Grade 10, and my favorite book is Mice of Men.
I'm Nick Bernardi, grade 10. My favorite book must be Macbeth. Shout out to Miss Lovett.
I'm Kyle Fields, I'm a junior, and my favorite book is Harry Potter.
I am Ms. Thompson, co-advisor of the Human Rights Group, and my favorite book, as everybody knows, is The Great Gatsby.
I'm Mr. Cook, the head of the English department, and one of my favorite books is The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy.
I'm Patrick Cassidy, 11th grade. My favorite book is Green Eggs and Ham.
My name is Alexine Bruno. I'm in 11th grade, and my favorite books are probably Bossy Pants by Tina Fey and The Webster's Dictionary. Very great read.
I'm Darian, grade 12. Favorite book is King Lear. Shout out to Mr. Menon.
We're here from Military Club. We have a meeting today right after school in E202, Mr. Marshall's room. Miss Ravichet is coming, so she has some pretty cool stories.
You won't want to miss out on her story, so definitely come and stop by and check it out. We'd love to have you there, and everybody's welcome.
Hi guys. Turns out I have no idea what room Miss Fraker's in. Sorry, Miss Fraker. But Model Congress is having a meeting today right after school. It's really important that you come because we're going over parliamentary procedure, which is super fun, and we're going to be debating some bills today. So come on out to Miss Fraker's room. It's in F Hall.
Boys hockey has a game on Saturday night against Newton North at 5. It's senior night, and we want everyone to wear white. We're really rolling. We're 11-1-4. We beat Braintree last night, and we need all the support we can get since Newton North is the one team that we've lost to. Thank you.
Okay, so obviously I'm not on the basketball team, but speaking of, Friday, come out, wear red, white, and blue, USA game. But if you can't make it, FHS TV will be broadcasting that bad boy live on the Framingham Education channel. So if you can't make it, just tune into that. Wear USA, though, and go to the game. Please and thank you. USA, thank you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Good. You could actually wear that shirt to the basketball game.
I know.
Good morning. Just a few announcements this morning. Seniors, you have an assembly this morning. It's at 10:15 in the auditorium. I don't know if you might have already announced it. Juniors, that means you are going tomorrow at 8:15. This begins our grade assemblies for the spring. So sophomores, you will be on Monday, and then freshmen, you will be on Tuesday. All assemblies are 8:15, except for the senior assembly. That's today at 10:15. And that's it for me. Have a good day.
Period. See you guys.
That concludes this broadcast of Flyer News.
If you want to see this broadcast again, you can catch us on channels 8 Comcast, 15 RCN, and 41 Verizon Files on the Framingham Education channel at 5 and 8 o'clock. I'm Emily Scriven.
And I'm Catherine Slimer. Have a great day.